Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the live stream. We are live tonight on Twitch and on YouTube. We're going to be talking about Survivor Series, the outlook coming up, what Monday Night Raw now means for Survivor Series, with the men's War Games teams pretty much filled, actually completely filled. We've got the women's War Games. Cena and Dom Part 2 will happen. The women's IC title change, I'm going to talk about that because I got some complaints. But let's get into it. And let's start off with the women's Intercontinental Championship title change. Don't get me wrong, I love Maxine Dupree. I do. I think she's a fantastic talent. She's absolutely gifted in the ring, but I think she needs more time. I think she could have used a little bit more time, a little bit more training before they take the title off of her, Becky, and put it on Maxine. Me personally, if I was booking the show, Becky would have won Monday night. AJ would have returned. And you would have AJ versus Becky at Survivor Series. Maxine could interfere, help AJ win. And then down the road, Maxine kind of go to AJ and be like, hey, I helped you win. I really like a title shot. And I think you get a shot then. But it didn't happen. Maxine did win. She won the women's IC title. AJ Lee did return. I don't know if she's going to be back full time or if she's back. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen here. With the women's IC title. I do believe that I believe it was a mistake. I believe it was a mistake to have Maxine win. I do. I think, again, Maxine could have used more training, in my opinion. Again, there's nothing against Maxine. I love that girl. I love Maxine. But give her more time, you know? Think it would have been a lot better if she'd had more time to grow, to work, and, you know, all that. Again, I'm not mad that she won. Like, it was cool. It was a big moment. I massively popped. I did not think she was winning that IC championship on a random ass Monday Night Raw. Just like I didn't think Cena was winning it last week on a random Monday Night Raw. But yeah, I'm happy for Maxine. I think it was a mistake. I think you should have given her more time to work and develop and get more of a story with Becky before. I think AJ should have been the one to take it off Becky if there was going to be one to take it off Becky. And I think they should have waited for Survivor Series. Speaking of Survivor Series, Cena versus Dom 2. John Cena, Mr. Hustle, Loyalty, Respect, buries talent. That's what Cena does. He buries talent. Okay? Dominic Mysterio was cheated. He wasn't just cheated by Cena. His so-called boss, Triple H, Dom was not prepared to fight. Okay? He was not ready for a match 2 weeks ago in Boston against Cena. Okay? He wasn't prepared. Okay? He didn't come out there expecting to defend his Intercontinental Championship. He was ambushed by John Cena, and he was ambushed by Triple H, and he lost the title. Now, we're going to San Diego, Petco Park, Dom's backyard, Dom's home turf. I think Dom wins it back. I know everybody's like, well, Dom's going to lose. And then we're going to get Gunther to take it off of Cena at the end of the retirement tour. I think Dom wins it back. And I also think that Liv Morgan, at least I'm hoping, Liv Morgan will return for that match. She'll return in San Diego. I thought she was going to return Monday night at Madison Square Garden. She didn't. Cena versus Dom Part 2. I think Dom's got to get the win. You can't have Cena go out burying talent, burying young talent. Dom is a future world champion. Dom is the future face of the company. Cena's on his way out. Is it gonna do anything for Gunther if he beats Cena and takes the IC title? No. Is it gonna do anything for Gunther if he beats Cena? Yes. But he doesn't need the IC title. He's above that now. Dom could still elevate himself and the championship with the IC title. I think you got to give it back to Dom. Now, knowing WWE and the way they've booked this retirement tour for Cena, they're probably not going to take it off of Cena and put it back on Dom. But I would rather see Dom beat Cena in San Diego as opposed to Gunther beating Cena in DC at the end of the year. To me, it feels like it's more significant if Dom beats Cena. And then that match at the end of the year on Saturday Night's Main Event, when they're doing Cena and Gunther, because I think the current plan is to do Cena versus Gunther. I think it's a much more, I'm not going to say bigger match, but I think it's more significant. There's more damage that can be done if Gunther beats Cena clean without a title on the line. Similar to, everybody remembers when Undertaker lost to Roman Reigns, and the next night on Monday Night Raw, he got booed out of the building. I think if Gunther beats Cena, and it's not for a championship, that's the Gunther we need. We need a Gunther that is going to almost Brock Lesnar John Cena. Beat the dog crap out of him. Make Cena feel so small and so little. That's what I think we need. I think we need Cena to feel so insignificant leaving. Gunther's already retired Goldberg. There wasn't a title. Well, there was a title on the line, I think, actually, for that match. Yeah, Gunther's world title. But I don't think there needs to be one for this. I think we can easily do Dom beating Cena. And then you get Gunther Cena at Saturday Night's Main Event. Which, by the way, very little people would have watched Saturday Night's Main Event if it wasn't the fact that it's Cena's last match. And I do like the fact that WWE is going to use this as a showcase for NXT talent at that Saturday Night's Main Event. And I will do a live stream in a couple days after Survivor Series. I'll do a live stream talking about Saturday Night's Main Event and kind of what I expect and what I think is going to happen. I do think Cena goes out looking up at the lights. And I do not believe he needs the championship to be defended in that match. I think Gunther doesn't need it. I think Dom could use it more. And I think we go with Dom. I really do. Let's go to the next match. Oh, I'm so excited for this. Nikki freaking Bella versus Stephanie Vaquer for the Women's Championship. Now, I know, the World Women's Championship. I know a lot of people don't like the fact that Nikki's getting a title shot. I got one thing to say to everybody that's against that. Shut up. This is beautiful. Nikki Bella works way better as a heel than when she was following Stephanie around, protecting Stephanie. Nikki needs this championship. I think Survivor Series would be the perfect time for Nikki to win the championship, be the Women's World Champion, and I'll throw you one curveball. What if Brie Bella comes back? Just spitballing here. Brie Bella, Nikki's sister, what if she comes back after the match and goes, I want that. Nikki beats Stephanie. Brie comes back. I want that. Everybody remembers back in like 2014, 2013 when Nikki and Brie feuded, right? For that little bit. Imagine Nikki's a heel. Brie comes back as a babyface. She's like, I want that title. Because chasing gold has corrupted you. Chasing gold has made you forget who you are on the inside. And it's similar to the story that they tried to tell with Jimmy and Jay, but it will be better because Nikki and Brie, they don't clash in the ring. Their moves are not the same, so it's not stiff and awkward when they work each other. And you've got Brie begging Nikki, please, don't do this. Don't be a heel. Don't be the bad guy, or don't do these things. And she does it anyway. She does them anyway. And eventually they say, Brie says, okay, fine. You don't want to listen to logic. You don't want to listen to what I have to say. I want a match. And we get Nikki and Brie at Rumble. Tell me that wouldn't be awesome. And Nikki retains. And then Mania, we put the title on Io Sky. Because there's no way we can go to Mania and Io not be in a world title match and not win it. Sorry, I'm getting off of Nikki and Stephanie for a minute to talk about this. Io Sky deserves a championship. She deserves it. Beating Nikki Bella, beating a Hall of Famer, because Nikki is a Hall of Famer. Beating a Hall of Famer at WrestleMania for that championship will do more for Io as a babyface than it would ever do if she was to beat Stephanie or even Charlotte. I think we need that, but I think we also need Nikki and Brie to have a feud going into Rumble, and we get a match at Rumble with Nikki versus Brie. That's what I think we need. I think Nikki should win at Survivor Series. I really do. Speaking of Survivor Series a little bit more, we've got the men's War Games match. Why do they do this to me? So on one side, we have Braun Breaker, who I like. I got no problem with Breaker. Got Bronson Reed, who's a little annoying. I mean, he keeps stealing Roman's shoes. It's a whole thing. I don't like it. We've got Logan Paul. As a wrestler, good talent. As a human being, I don't like him. Then we got Drew McIntyre. And then Monday night, Raw was going off the air. We thought beat down 4-on-4. It's all happening. Greatness is happening in the ring, and Triple H just couldn't let good enough be good enough. Triple H just couldn't let us get like Austin Theory or literally any other human being on the roster. We had to get Brock Lesnar, really? And I know people are going to comment, Brock's innocent, I don't care. Brock Lesnar was involved in an active lawsuit. Hey, what up, guy? Look, Brock was involved in an active lawsuit, okay? I don't care. Innocent or not, it's still ongoing, by the way. They're still looking into it. Maybe his name was cleared by WWE's legal team. I don't know. But I don't think it's smart to, while this lawsuit is happening, put him on TV. When they brought him back for Cena's retirement thing, I was like, okay, that's it. That's the one-off. They're going to do Cena, and that's it. No, they're bringing him back to put him with Paul Heyman and Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre and Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed in War Games. And on the other side, on the babyface team, you got CM Punk, who personally, I got no love lost for him. I don't care about him, really. What up, Herb? How you doing, buddy? Appreciate you popping in. I got no love lost for CM Punk. I really don't. All right, so there's that. That's one problem I've got. Cody Rhodes, who I still have not forgiven for taking the title off of Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. But I'm starting to like his character a little bit. The Usos, who I love the Usos. And then you've got the greatest of all time. The actual GOAT. It's not John Cena. Roman Reigns. My tribal chief. Our tribal chief. Acknowledge him. Roman and Cody for sure shouldn't be in War Games. I'm going to have to argue that. Roman should be in it. The only thing that doesn't make sense with Roman is this dude just told the Usos, I don't want to see y'all till Christmas. And 2 days after Thanksgiving, he's going to have to see them, right? But no, Roman should be in it. Cody's in it because of Drew McIntyre. That's it. Cody's in it because of Drew McIntyre. Roman's in it because of probably, Lesnar, who shouldn't be in it, and Bronson Reed. But no, Roman should definitely be in it. Cody, I could see the argument with Cody, although Cody's probably the biggest babyface they've got right now in the company. So, I can see why they would put him in it. So you've got Roman, Cody, the Usos, and Punk versus the Brawns, Logan Paul, Drew McIntyre, and Brock Lesnar. And I personally don't like Brock Lesnar the human. Brock Lesnar the character, I got no problem with him. He's a great wrestler. I've never had a problem with his character on TV. But there's so much stuff happening with him, I don't see why you bring him back. I really don't. But again, I'm not the one booking the shows, right? I'm not the one making the decisions. Triple H is. And Triple H saw fit that Brock should come back. So that's on Triple H's head, not mine. I have the right to voice my opinion and feel the way I feel about it. I've read the lawsuit. I've seen everything that was in the lawsuit. I read the entire thing. I don't think Brock should be back on TV, but again, I'm not the one booking the shows. And look, if you're a fan of Brock Lesnar and you don't care about the legal stuff and you're just a fan of wrestling and you love the fact that Brock's back because he's a big draw for the company, I completely understand that. And I respect your opinion. But I ask that you respect mine because my opinion is he shouldn't be on TV. That's my opinion. And again, I'm entitled to my opinion. You guys are entitled to yours. We can have a nice cordial discourse through, in the chat without insulting each other. So let's do that. Let's not, just hate. Let's not just hate me because I don't like Brock. And I'm not going to hate you guys because you think Brock is innocent and you think that Brock should be back on TV. Let's just keep it cordial. But I do think, here's the thing. Roman doesn't need the win, right? Cody doesn't need the win. The Usos, Jimmy's about to leave anyway because Naomi's pregnant. So they don't really need the win. Punk needs the win. Punk needs to beat the Vision. And I think that's where the story goes. I don't think Braun Breaker's taking the pin. He's too big of a future star. I don't think Drew McIntyre's taking the pin. I don't think that Obviously, they're not bringing back Brock to take the pin. So that leaves Logan Paul and Bronson Reed. If Roman picks up the pinfall victory, then it's Bronson getting pinned. Now, if Punk picks up the win, which I think is what needs to happen, Logan Paul is getting pinned. Because I think after this, going into Rumble, we're going to see Logan Paul versus CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship. I'm not happy about it. I don't want it to happen, but I do think it's what's going to happen. Unfortunately. And I don't want it to happen. I don't like Logan Paul. I think him and Punk as a match would not be fun to watch. Would I still watch it? Yes, but that's because I'm going to watch everything. I mean, Survivor Series this year, it feels a little rushed, right? Just a little bit. I don't hate it, but I don't love the card. We're not really. I think AJ Lee's going to be the 5th member of the women's babyface team. I think. I don't know who the heck joins the heel team. Unless it's Becky. To get back at AJ for costing her Monday night. But like that doesn't really make sense because Becky hasn't been involved in any other women's storyline other than with AJ. But now that Rhea's went up to AJ Monday and was like, hey, can you talk? I think AJ joins Team Babyface. I think Becky joins the heel team. I think if the men's babyfaces win, which I think they are going to win, I think that the women's heels win. And it's probably AJ eating the pin in that match. Let me know if you did not see this live. Make sure to like the video. Share your thoughts in the comments. I don't know. I will be live streaming for Survivor Series. The only problem with that is Survivor Series is at the same time as the Iron Bowl, and I'm an Alabama fan, so it is going to kill me to stream Survivor Series, but I will be streaming Survivor Series. I will absolutely be watching the Iron Bowl, though. Have it on my phone, have Survivor Series on my TV. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for commenting. Shout out to Stu's Views on Wrestling for commenting. And shout out to Herb and Raj Podcast. I know that's Herb. Thank you, Herb. I appreciate you commenting. This is going to be posted on YouTube. This will also be on my Twitch as well. So if you didn't check it out live on Twitch, go check that out as well. Make sure to give my Twitch a follow. Thank you guys for watching. I plan to do another live stream next Wednesday around this same time. Love y'all. Thank y'all. Peace.